Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. So this week we're coming to you from the Sugar House neighborhood, and this continues to be a very popular location. There's lots of expansion going on here and lots of changes, but there's really no vacant land available, and so a lot of the changes you see are remodels and redesigns. So Clay, I thought it'd be great. We have all these beautiful neighborhoods, and you always drive through them, and unless you either live there or you're a professional and you know these things, you may not know all the details, and Sugar House is one of those areas. Now I know you kind of have some history with Sugar House, right?
Yeah, we were both going to the University of Utah, and we wanted to buy a home close to the university, and looked in the area, absolutely loved its proximity to everything and just the closeness to the university, but we ended up settling in a little different area. I'll tell you what though, looking back hindsight, that would have been a great investment.
Yeah, because Sugar House has been one of those super high demand areas, and it only continues to do so. Its location right off of the freeway, in all its park system, and all the really cool stuff. They've just started. I love this park, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's we went to that park so many times for different parties or little get-togethers, and it's just beautiful and just a real centerpiece.
It really is. And they've got all the community involvement there with the 4th of July fireworks and all that kind of stuff. And so they're adding in, they've got tracks out there now, and they're talking about doing a trolley out here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so this is one of those areas you're gonna notice that they're starting to tear down businesses and build up in the air. And this is the kind of the starting point of doing another downtown where the land becomes so valuable that they have to build up in the air. In the future, it's gonna be your second downtown.
Yeah, they're really modernized a lot down there. But the thing I love is you get out and you still have those older neighborhoods with a lot of character, really mature landscaping. It just makes for a great mix of the two.
And they've done a great job of going away from the large box stores, so it still has that kind of, that quaintness and the family-owned business. And
absolutely.
So Sugar House, you can never go wrong owning real estate in Sugar House. They've just done a wonderful job.
I couldn't agree more.
So continue our look at the Northern Wasatch Parade of Homes. I've got Bruce Robinson with Symphony Homes, and tell me a little bit about your involvement in the Parade of Homes up here.
Well, we're excited each year to be involved in the Parade of Homes. It's a chance for us to build homes along with other builders in the Northern Wasatch area, which is Davis and Weber County, and invite the public into all of these new designs and get feedback from them about what they're thinking about current design ideas and colors and decorating features. It's an exciting time for us, and we love to be involved in it.
Yeah, it's great every year. So this year you guys dedicated a room to the fallen officers. So tell me about that.
Yes, as part of the parade, we wanted to involve the community in what we were doing, and we wanted to honor heroes from our community. In this particular room, we're honoring Sergeant Corey Ride, a fallen police officer from Utah County who gave his life in the line of duty. And so we decorated this room in a way to honor his service and his life.
That's a great idea. So I understand you did this in some of your other homes where you honored some other heroes.
Yes, in our other two parade homes in Kaysville and Layton, we honored the Kaysville Fire Department for their service. Mm-hmm. And in our Layton home, we honored Sergeant Ian Tawney, again a fallen Marine who gave his life for our country. And those rooms are decorated in themes to honor the service of these individuals.
I think that's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about Symphony Homes, and I guess you guys won a bunch of awards, right?
Yes, we did. We're a local Utah company and have been building for over 25 years. And when we first started building, we thought we could build any kind of home for anybody, and we learned over time that we needed to focus on doing one thing well, and that is we do move-up housing, typically homes from around 400 to 900,000. In talking to our buyers, we found out they needed three things to make their their experience pleasant. One was they needed homes organized around different principles. Instead of building these large open plans where everything just ran together and there was a lot of cubic footage, we had to organize the homes in ways that they could emotionally react to them and enjoy being in them. So we changed
that.
Yeah, you've seen some of that.
Yeah.
So we changed ceiling heights, we put columns in the homes, we organized things in a
Kind
way
of separate the space and kind of create a warm environment in places, right?
leaves it open, but still organizes the space, and people have loved these homes. It's important because you raise your family in them and you have your friends over, and so they're great places and homes to entertain in, to have your family in, and welcome your friends and neighbors over to. And so that was kind of the first principle. The second one is because they're move-up homes, our customers needed full design and architectural service. So we have a full designer, home designer, interior designer, and architectural services on our staff. So when they come in, we can customize each home and the decorating of it to their individual needs.
Came out really wonderful. So now tell me a little bit about your communities, because I know you guys have a certain way that you do your communities around your houses.
We do. Communities are really important to us. So each community has kind of an individualized entrance, but more importantly, our communities are designed so that people will interact with each other. They get a chance to interact with their neighbors. And this is done by putting parks and pools in the center of the community that all the residents share. And it's great. They get to know their neighbors, their kids get to play together, and it's just a great place to raise a family.
And this is awesome because you're not only you're creating a home, but you're creating a community, right?
Yeah, ultimately we're creating a lifestyle
where
people can come and enjoy their home and enjoy their neighbors and have a wonderful experience raising their family.
Yeah, and beautiful homes. I love your community. So if somebody wanted to contact you, how would they reach you?
www.symphonyhomes.com. It's on our website.
Okay, or they can call the number on the screen, right?
Yes, and the number on the screen.
They say on camera I'm a little stiff, but I insisted that I be the one to tell you about the world's finest, safest garage door, the Martin door, available at your nearest door, lumber, or hardware company. Tell them Dave Martin sent you. Now what's stiff about that?
Here at Real Estate Essentials, we love to support local business, and we love nothing more than local businesses that had international success. And Martin Garage Doors is one of those. So the next time you're looking to buy garage doors, buy local, buy the best, buy Martin Garage Doors.
Amsco Windows was founded in Utah over 65 years ago. Our 535,000 square foot facility is one of the largest vinyl window plants in the country. We provide more windows in the state of Utah than all other manufacturers combined, and with Amsco, your design potential is limitless. At Amsco, we understand that quality, service, on-time delivery, and pleasing the customer are vital to our success. Amsco Windows, make your home a masterpiece.
It used to be that credit was used primarily to assess risk, and lower credit scores paid higher rates and with less favorable terms. These days, credit is used in a myriad of ways. Consider employment. Some employers consider low scores to mean less discipline and potential future disloyalty. That's why credit education is more important today than ever before.
Well, we've been thinking about it, and we're just not sure.
I understand.
We've never sold a house before.
I'll walk you guys through every step.
So if we sell, do you think we can swing it?
Well, I have the numbers right here, and based on the comps that I found, the timing is perfect. There's a lot of buyers for a house like yours.
It's good to know.
I'm so excited.
So from what I understand, you guys came out with a new technology to be able to put windows in these doors, and this is the first time it's being installed in Salt Lake. So what makes this so unique?
Well, you're right, Jay. And what makes us so unique is that we have a patent that allows us to actually put big, tall windows in a regular steel garage door. and we can do it at a fraction of the cost of what the rest of the industry can do it. And they're more innovative, they're better looking, and we're really, really excited about this new opportunity for homeowners to get this window in their garage.
And so it's both aesthetically pleasing because it looks good and it lets light into their garage, and it's not near as expensive as it used to be. What sort of cost improvements are we talking about?
Well, to add an aluminum section with a full view, what we call a full view window, $1,000, $2,000. This is going to be right around $350, $400.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now it is, and you can add it to any regular steel garage door to provide that beautiful light in and that beautiful aesthetic look.
And so this is an example of a 1960s home, and he's had that classic garage door from the 60s, and so he's going to add this in, and it's going to look awesome.
Right. He had the original door on it, and this guy lives in his garage. He's got 3 motorcycles, he's got 2 cars that he's restoring, a Corvette and a VW Bug. He lives there, and now he's going to have a beautiful, beautiful door with a lot of light coming into his garage. With this new garage door and the new patent that we have a full window section that we can put anywhere in the garage door. And it is, because it's patented, it's unique to us, and it allows us to provide very clear full view windows as opposed to very, very small windows, which the industry normally does on a steel door. The only other alternative is to use the aluminum type frames, and that's very expensive. It could be $1,000 to $2,000 for one window section. So what Martin has been able to innovate is a patent that takes rolled steel, turns it into long tubes, and then we connect up vertical and horizontal frames together to create a very strong case that we can then put full-sized windows in at a fraction of the cost of what the rest of the industry would be able to charge. It's great for upgrading your home. It's great for the ordinary homeowner who can't spend a lot of money but wants that beautiful new look.
I'm very pleased with the garage door from Martin over here, and I'm especially thrilled about the glass windows. And I went to Martin and looked at the doors, and I seen the standard windows, and I said, geez, anything to do to get a bigger window in there? And they said, sure. They showed me another door with the bigger windows, and I said, how much is that going to cost? And they said, it was like only about $100 more than the standard window panel. And I said, that's what I want. And I'm just thrilled with the way it looks and the bigger windows in the door.
So Clay, I'm excited about this house. We're headed down to Payson, and this home they have really, really decked out. And it's one of those properties I like to call it's what we consider a cap property. And when I say a cap property, what that means is the appraisal is only going to go so high on this one, and so it's going to have a lot of demand because it's got everything that you'd ever want in a property. The sellers really decked this thing out, and on some levels, it's kind of unfortunate because the sellers really put a lot of money into this house and they really decked it out, but that's going to work out really well for a buyer.
Yeah, it's a beautiful home.
Oh,
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, look
Great
at the
curb appeal.
finishes that they finished. I mean, look at that wood door and the wood flooring that they put in here.
I love that. Yeah, that is a classic look.
Yeah, and the fireplace, that custom fireplace they put in, that's a custom built-in entertainment center there, and all the finishes, you're going to notice all the granite and everything is really decked out. So this one's going to be listed about $359,900, and it's right in the Brookside subdivision. And one of the really cool things about it, of course, is financing in this area, right, Clay?
Yes, I mean, the great thing about Payson is it's fully qualified for that USDA rural housing loan. So literally you can get into this amazing property for $0 down, and the interest rates are phenomenal, not to mention the fact that it has one of the lowest mortgage insurance that's available out there. So the payment you get on this type of a property, your bang for your buck, it's just hard to beat with the financing available for this type of a loan and on this home.
Yeah, and forever that went away, because back in the kind of the peak they were doing stuff like this, and it went away forever.
Yeah.
And now USDA's brought it back in kind of these rural areas, which would be considered Payson. It's not that far away though. It's only 15 minutes away from Provo.
I love the Payson area because it really is. It's so close to everything, but yet you have that little bit of a rural feel. But you're close to all the amenities, all the things that you're going to need for shopping or anything else. It's just a great area.
Yeah, and as you can see by looking through this thing, they've got those beautiful floors throughout. And the master bedroom, which we're going to go look at here, is spectacular. Look at this.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So what they did is they modified the floor plan. The seller was actually involved with the builder, and she was selling the build jobs, and so she knew this floor plan real well and the ideas of how to lay it out and what to do it. So they pushed it in. They took out one of the bedrooms and added into the master and put those nice coffered ceilings in there and some real nice trim work.
That just opens it right up. That is a really nice touch, how they've done that.
And they spared no expense. This is real popular right now. Instead of just doing regular mirrors, they'll frame them into picture frames. And they've done just a great job. Separate tub and shower, which you have to have. I always talk about that, right?
Yes. No,
good sized closet.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the things I really like about this property, they didn't stop just on the inside. They carried it into the outside. In a few minutes, we're going to go look at this. They did a playhouse outside, and it's got electricity, it's a perfect little area for the kids to go play.
Yeah.
And it's got a kind of a secluded backyard with a lot of trees, as you can see. They've all, of course, that big deck off the back, which you just have to love, right?
Yes, that's beautiful. And the kids, with that power in there, it's the funniest thing how much of a difference that makes for the kids. That is.
They've got a zip line right there. Do you see the zip line?
Oh yeah, going right across there.
And right on the right-hand side, what we just saw there, they've got a woodworking area, and it's got all set up so you can do your woodworking.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
$359,900 down in Payson. That's a spectacular property.
That really is.
Moving is hard and no one likes to do it. It should be an adventure, and we here at Wasatch Moving Company make it one. We are that extra bit of help that everyone needs. Let us take the stress out of moving for you with our excellent and careful staff and our flat rate affordable pricing. Call Wasatch Moving Company today, the official movers of Real Estate Essentials with Jay Deere on ABC.
A Better Clean based in Salt Lake City. Fast, free, in-home quotes done by experienced professionals with uncompromised quality. We take pride in the service we provide. We have products safe and eco-friendly. We exceed every expectation, so give us a call today.
Jay Deere here. Do you want to sell your home faster and for more money? We do what other realtors do, but get this. Being ABC4 Utah's real estate specialist gives me the opportunity to give your home maximum exposure. List with the Jay Deere team and your home will be featured on its own TV commercial, as well as get a full motion video tour by my professional camera crew, with me personally talking about the selling features of your home linked to the multiple listing service. And with the power of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, it's automatically added to 40,000 websites and put onto the International Relocation Database. If you want to sell your house faster and for more money, then list it with me and see it on TV. So Darren, for this one, I've got a special home, and we always like to talk about the story of a home, and this one's got a spectacular story.
Yeah.
This is Brad, the owner of BDL Pools, who does some of the most amazing pools. This is his personal home, and so this guy has been featured all over HGTV and Animal Planet of making this incredible pools, and this is, you want to talk about a story. You almost want to, you buy the backyard and the pool and you throw the house in for free.
Right on. Yeah.
And so it's priced at $549,900 at 4,350 square feet with 6 bedrooms, 4 full baths and 2 half baths.
So that's a good size.
It's a big house, and they've spent over a couple $100,000 just in the backyard alone.
I bet.
And so this house, it's still beautiful on the inside, but it lays out really well. It's a really unique floor plan, one that I've never seen in Utah before. And it nicely situates, so it's got a mother-in-law apartment in the basement that's perfect. It's just off to the side, so you wouldn't even know it's there. So somebody could be living or renting that space, and you wouldn't even know they were there.
Oh, nice, especially if it's your mother-in-law.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's up to your mother-in-law, I guess.
You know, I've owned a home with a mother-in-law apartment for years, and you would not imagine how many uses you have for that apartment.
Yeah.
The office, sometimes people move in. I mean, there's just a million uses.
Yeah.
So
family members maybe need to come home for a little bit or something like that.
I love homes with mother-in-law apartments.
Yeah, because there's so many uses, and it costs a little bit of money to be able to put those in, obviously. But they can be used for this particular one. What they use it for currently is an office space. Because it's got that separate entrance. They don't even really use the kitchen. They're using it in an office.
Exactly.
As you can see here, we're inside the master bedroom, a really large space. Into the master bedroom, of course, they got a nice corner tub, which is, always desirable, right?
Very nice,
Lots of windows. Separate shower in there. And now we're headed down into the basement. This is just where the home theater is. And it's still got a place for a pool table. And so that mother-in-law apartment is still even separate of this space.
Right.
And so they've got one of those pot-belly stoves in there, so if you could literally heat your whole house off that pot-belly stove.
I love this area here where you can.
They're going to finish that fish tank out, so you'll have a fish tank that's built into the wall if you wanted to, right behind that bar, which is
very cool.
Very cool.
So you could go fishing.
Yeah. It's also got a really nice sauna. I mean, how many houses have a sauna, their own sauna?
Yeah, not very many, Especially with Brad, super cool guy. He's putting all that stuff together. He just knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Here's a look at that mother-in-law apartment we were talking about. There's that separate entrance that comes right off where the garage is. And so you can walk down there, so you got a second kitchen. And I mean, you can rent this out if you wanted to of course, somebody in your family or something like that. Or you could use it as a business application, whatever's good. Here's a couple of the bedrooms upstairs. And now let's go out and take a look at that amazing backyard.
Yeah, the best part of the whole place, I think.
The backyard also features its own outdoor home theater. It's got a putting green in multiple levels, including a skate park that can be covered over if you ever wanted to add in a third car garage or RV parking. So Darren, take a look at this beautiful home.
I love this place.
Yeah, spectacular. And this one's got a lot going for it. I thought it'd be a really good one to kind of feature on the show because it's got a lot of great things going for it. And I'm going to kind of hit on 3 points that I think are really important. Number one, it's in Saratoga Springs. Okay, it's a brand new build, and Saratoga Springs has always been very popular, but it always struggled with transportation issues.
Yeah, it's hard to get out there.
That's
just
right.
Had that little one road that went around, and
so always had the beautiful views, and people liked it. but it was too far away. Well, now they've got all this transit system that gets you right out there, which is awesome. They've got the Mountain View Corridor, and they've got all these lateral ways to get out there.
Pioneer Crossing.
So it's not far away anymore, and it's really close to the tech industry and where they're building out, and so there are a ton of jobs coming into that Thanksgiving point, and so that's number 2, and so we're expecting appreciation in the coming years to be exceptional in this area.
The more people move in, the more the demand is for housing, so you expect your property to appreciate in value.
That's right.
Yeah.
But number 3, and what I think is most important about this one, it can qualify for 0 money down.
That's right. It's one of my favorite aspects of properties out there in much of Saratoga Springs is that they're in what we call a rural housing eligible area currently. And that means that those homes can be purchased to qualified borrowers for 0 money down.
Yeah, well, that's what they call them, 0 money down.
That's right.
But this is, and you're always dealing with this issue in real estate, and people are always, is it cheaper to rent or is it cheaper to own?
Right.
And
especially now.
Especially, and right now rentals are, because there's been so much people moving into the state, rentals are super high demand, and so they're going for a lot of money. And the cost of money right now on a loan, on a 30-year loan, is really, really inexpensive.
Yeah, historically especially.
And so this particular house, this is a great time and a great situation, because a lot of people that are renting, they maybe can't come up with that 5% down, which on this particular home could be close to around $20,000 or so.
Yeah, that's right.
And so it's a great opportunity that they can buy a house and not stress themselves out. And if they have some sort of down payment, they can keep it in the bank as security, or they can, they didn't get out of the rental pool and start to see some of that appreciation that we talked about.
Yeah, especially on a beautiful home like this.
The house speaks for itself. I almost need to talk about the house, because it is, I mean, it's almost like a decorator home, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. I love this house.
One of the things I really like about also, let's talk about the house, because it's spectacular. Big, huge master bedroom upstairs, and they got a couple other bedrooms up there. But it's right next to the school. It's in a cul-de-sac, what they call like a hammerhead cul-de-sac. So it's got cul-de-sacs on either side. And so it's got one street that comes in, it's got cul-de-sacs on either side, and so there's nobody just running up and down the streets. It's really quiet.
Nice.
And it backs to the school on the other side of that fence. That's where the school is, the elementary school. And the views out the front are absolutely spectacular. And so if you got those things and can line them up, this is a spectacular home.
Yeah, I actually love this place. I love the view of Timpanogos or from across the lake. It's fantastic.